Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Dynast, Prince.
Dynast.
Yeah, Dynast. Is that Dynast? Sorry, brother. For somehow, I don't know. It seemed like we get timed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to look on that. But yeah, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. One, I won't really give you prize to join our panel discussion. But number two, which is very, very important, me as a Pan-African Africanist, is the idea of motivating our diaspora to come home. There is nothing good more than to come home and to also let the people know, especially our African people, that we have brothers and sisters in America, in American continents, in Europe, like how you were explaining that to people in Tanzania. Once people know, for instance, those who you were talking to, now they know that there is Black people in America, Yeah, so now moving on, is anyone have a question for our special guest?
Yeah, I do. It's Dynast. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How did you find out about the different people groups in Africa that you are related to? I assuming you did the DNA test. I also did the same thing.
Correct. African ancestry. And
Okay.
then you can use ancestry.com as well.
Yeah.
But African ancestry too, primarily.
Yeah, I also did ancestry.com first, and I got my my autosomal. You gave me the breakdown, and I also me and my dad did the paternal on the for the Africa, the paternal on the Africa ancestry.com. Yeah, it's very interesting to find out. Yeah.
So, Mr. Prince, is that your name? Prince came from your ancestral place in Nigeria? They give you Prince one, or
right? Prince is Oma Oba in Yoruba. So yes.
Aha. So you are Yoruba, eh?
Yes, part Yoruba. Yes.
Oh, okay. I already know one word in Yoruba. It's called Tunde. Tunde means a comeback or coming.
Yeah. Tunde is a popular name.
Yeah.
And then also my full name is Dynast Abefe Adewale Amir. Adewale means to return. So the crown returns home too. So yeah.
So another question. Did you change your name legally in America? Or...
I did. Yes, I changed it legally. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's confusing because I know some people they'll have their legal name and then they'll have like their African name, and then it's like who do I make the check out to? Oh, you gotta make it out to my legal name. What do you want me to call you? You want me to call you your African name? So I'm just like, look, it's a simple process. Just go to the courthouse. It takes about a month and just legally change your name. I mean, it's a real simple process. So. I did it because I just to cut down the confusion, like just change your name.
Yeah, I think the name and language plays a lot of role in your life. I'm telling those who are African American, especially because the names, most of African names mean something. I haven't seen any name, even here in Ethiopia where I am pushing Swahili. Anytime someone tell me my name is, I ask them, what does your name mean? Whereas our Western name, we have like Washington, Smith, it means nothing. I don't know if you can find anything really means Smith. So as an African, I think it is, if it's possible, you should just, once you found out where you are from, or even if you like one name you may like from any place in Africa, you can pick up a Amharic one here, local language, or Afan Oromo. You can pick up a name from Yoruba or Hausa or Mandinga. Once you like, you should be able to pick up a name that actually means something, instead to just keep a name that means nothing. That's what I think for me. But again, thank you so much for that, to let us know that you actually get a big prince once you found out your ancestors are from Nigeria in Yoruba place. Do you have a place there, like land or anything in Yoruba?
No, not well. I've inherited well, not necessarily yet. It's coming, but I will be acquiring land there in Sierra Leone. So.
Oh, okay. So you are working on to get one. How expensive or cheap is to buy land in Sierra Leone? Here in the US, no, in Ethiopia, I mean, the land is very, very expensive, possibly more than expensive than Washington, D.C. To buy land and to build a house in Addis or Ethiopia, it's extremely expensive. So how is it Sierra Leone or other place you've been to, like in Nigeria?
Just like in America, it depends on the area, so not to be vague, but it just really depends on the area where you're at, hope that answers your question, but it just depends on the area. Just like, like how much does land cost in America? I mean, it's very, like what state, where in the state, what city. So it just really depends on the area.
Yeah, like in Tanzania, you say Arusha, some area in Arusha, not downtown, you can buy land for $5,000. You can definitely buy space where to build a house. Is that the same case in Liberia? Like not in big cities, but or Sierra Leone, not in big cities, but somewhere. Can you have a land where you can buy for $5,000?
Oh yeah, I mean you can.
Okay, that's good. And by the way, we also motivate our fellow African to actually grow your own food, which you cannot grow your own food unless you have a place where to grow your food, because it has to stand on the ground. So, which in other words, that's why we are asking. The cost of the land, not only for building a house, but also by also growing food. That's why I'm asking that.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. You could definitely grow your own food. I mean, the land, Africa is the most, has the most fertile land on the planet. So absolutely.
Okay, yeah. And what do you think about last time I had an interview with someone in South Africa. South Africa is actually the home of how do you call it? Genetic modified food.
Oh, well, they're here in America too. GMO foods are here in America heavy too. So it's not just South Africa.
Yeah, I know in America that's common. Okay, we all know in America that's the home of genetic modified food, and in South Africa is. What is your opinion on genetic modified food in Africa?
I don't understand the need of it. I mean, the one thing that separates Africa from everywhere else that I love about it, everything's fresh. From truly farm to table, seed to table. So there's really not a need for it. I mean, Africa doesn't need it. It's just something that they, I guess, bought into, or South Africa bought into from the West. But you don't need like bananas here in America. When you go to like Kroger or the grocery store, they're huge, but like a real banana is not that big. So again, it's really no need for these the steroid induced or whatever they put in these foods, genetically modified foods, when you just get everything fresh and natural. It serves no purpose, especially when you have access to it, because here in Africa, you have easy access to fresh, natural foods, and it's not expensive at all. So it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. By the way, you didn't tell me, are you in Africa now?
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Okay. I thought you are in Africa now. When are you coming back home?
April. I'll be back April, Sierra Leone.
Oh, okay. That's a few months.
So next month.
Okay. Yeah. So anytime you get a chance to come to Addis Ababa, ask Mr. Imani or Swahili guy, so we can maybe give you some injera here and some local food here. I don't know. Have you ever been to Ethiopia?
I have not been, just the airport, but I haven't actually been to the city.
Yeah, come, we will give you some spicy food, man. I saw you like to eat. We will give you some kifti, injera, dorowat, all of that. It's actually different food compared to the other African countries where you've been to. The food here is a little different. I know you have eaten Ethiopian food, maybe somewhere in the US, definitely.
Right. I'm pretty sure the U.S. versions aren't the same as the Ethiopian version. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Definitely, it is the same. And by the way, if you like to eat, please go to Uganda. Uganda, I found to be the most of eaters in all of Africa.
Okay.
You've
Thanks,
been
duly noted.
You've been there before?
No, I have not. Only places I've been to in East Africa are Tanzania and Kenya.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Uganda. Oh God, that's the most of best place if you want abundance food with different kind of food, and also it does not cost. I think you should go to Uganda and try their food. Now, is anyone has another question, Mr. Brother Eugene? By the way, thank you so much, Brother Eugene, to bring.
Yes, sir.
To bring
Brother Dynas Amir, thank you for being on the New African Network. And we are a network broadcast to bridge the gap between brothers and sisters here in the United States, in the diaspora, and with our brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa. Thank you for coming on the show this morning. And we appreciate your time and effort. So I just want to give you a quick shout out. How much time do you have left? I know you said you had an appointment engagement this morning.
Like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, we appreciate that extra time that you're allowing us to speak with you. So yeah, I'm Brother Eugene Talford, and of course, you know, Brother Monty and I, we met a few years ago at the African Union headquarters. There was a meeting that was conducted by myself, Dr. Ericana Chirimberakwa, who you know is the former ambassador of the AU here in the United States. Also, Dr. Umar Johnson. We had many grassroots organizations like the Black Panthers, and we had the NFAC, and came to the African Union to discuss many of the issues and problems that African Americans, Africans in the diaspora have been experiencing for a number of years. And so we have begun to put together a think tank organization to kind of dialogue about some of the coming up with resolutions to some of our solutions, and putting forth educational programs that could help us understand what is the plight of Africans, African Americans, Africans living in the diaspora. And so what we come up with, two things that could help bridge the gap. One is economics, in which we have been motivating many of our brothers and sisters to become engaged in the investment and developing business aspect in Africa. And so we know that you've been doing some extremely amount of good work on the continent. And we've actually been following you on YouTube. And big up to you, because we know that the YouTube stuff can be very challenging at times for you, but certainly a good platform to be able to inform the public of who you are and what you do. And from a business standpoint, what can the New African Network help you with as far as developing more business opportunity on the continent and to have more Africans in America to be more engaged and on the jumpstart of the African Industrial Revolution?
I need all your contacts in tech in Africa, and I need all your, well, not in Africa, well, not just solely in Africa, but throughout the diaspora. And then specifically, I need all your real estate contacts on the continent.
And tell the audience a little bit of how they can get in contact with you as well.
DynasThamir.com. DynasThamir.com is the best way.
And do you have a website set up that people can?
Yeah, DynasThamir.com.
About you? That's DynasThamir.com.
Correct.
Okay, great. So you talked about doing business in Nigeria.
Correct.
And we know that just by following some of the things that you've been doing on YouTube, and your documentary is very great. I just want to give you a big up to that. And you said, what region are you're focusing on there in Nigeria?
So I'm in Oruro, which is in Osun State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how close to that is to Lagos?
Probably no traffic, 3-hour drive.
About a 3-hour
West.
drive.
Yeah, no traffic.
Uh-huh. And it seems like your experience with the actual indigenous people that you've come in contact with in that region, they really have taken a gravitate towards your wisdom and your knowledge. And for you to be of age 38 and have traveled extensively like you have, and the focus of being on Africa, what type of experience have you gotten from African Americans here in the States? Do they ask a lot of questions about your experience and some of the things that you're doing to help bridge the gap with that untapped knowledge that you have?
Yeah, I mean, they're curious. A lot of times, like they want to know what I'm doing over there, and I explain to them, what I do and how involved I am in, and how they should, take the go and visit themselves. Also,
Mm-hmm. Well, we definitely want to keep in touch with you, brother. And like I said, the New Africa Network was formed out of our African Union meeting back in 2019. And yeah, a big up to you as well for telling our audience a little bit about the Year of Abode. For those of you who don't know about the Year of Abode, it started in 2019 with Ghana, the country of Ghana, their President Adu. And President Adu has been working very diligently for bridging the gap between Africans in the diaspora to come to Africa to live, work, and play. And so these are some of the things that we've been engaged with over the last few years, giving our Black people in the diaspora an alternative other than just living in the colonizers' countries. And like Brother Dinah said, we donate, we give a lot of our time building up institutions and countries that really don't have a whole lot of respect for the Black man and the Black woman. But we do have Mother Africa, which is indigenous to us. And we definitely want to be able to be engaged to continue to enlighten our brothers and sisters on some alternatives that we can take to move towards a better future. And so, Brother Dinas, you said you've been doing some things in fashion, and tell us a little bit about the manufacturing background that's taking place, the manufacturing arena in Nigeria, as well as you said you've been traveling to Sierra Leone quite often now, where you found your indigenous roots. Tell us how things are going along business-wise in those countries.
As far as manufacturing, I would say Nigeria has placed more of an emphasis on, creating, products.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Leone is getting there. I would say Lebanese foreigners are more kind of, I guess, control that industry, but it's changing. It's changing. It's a very large Lebanese influence when it comes to, I would say, the manufacturing arena, but that's changing. And then people like me, people like you, we have to play our role in changing that instead of just complaining about it from the sidelines.
For sure, for sure. When I first visited Africa, it was Senegal, Gambia, and the Mali area, and we saw a large influx of the Lebanese back then, and a lot of them are there because of refugee when they had the war some years ago in Lebanon, and so many of them were displaced and had to go to places like that. But yeah, we've been doing some things both in Nigeria, in the Imo region. One of our founding partners of the New African Network is His Royal Highness Victor Abano, and he is from the Imo region in Nigeria. And we've been working to do some things in agriculture, developing some manufacturing for higher grades of processing, and doing some technological things as well. you have been in touch with Sister Juliet Ryan
absolutely.
in the Gambia. How's that going? How's that coming along for her there? I know
Yeah,
she's been working on some dual citizenship stuff as well.
yeah, that's my big sister. Yeah, I love Juliet.
That's
So
what's
yeah, that's my
up, man.
big
That's
sister.
such a positive sister, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
big sister.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So now that you have your dual citizenship, tell us a little bit of that process. How hard was that for you to obtain? Because we get a lot of brothers and sisters who always have questions around the dual citizenship process. And I know you have your passport there. Is it your ECOWAS passport? Or
Well, if you get a passport from one of the ECOWAS countries in West Africa, then it's an ECOWAS passport as well.
Gotcha. And do you have your dual citizenship, or are you still working on that?
No, I have my dual citizenship.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, so how was the experience with that, getting that? Because a lot of our brothers and sisters, they want to know how long it takes sometime and, what's the process to that?
So Sierra Leone offers, if you could prove that either through your maternal, paternal sides, if you take a DNA test and it connects back to one of the tribes of Sierra Leone, you're eligible.
Yeah, I know Sister Ryan, Sister Juliet Ryan in the Gambia, she's been working on getting some things changed within the Constitution itself for Gambians to open up that door. I know Ghana has done that very well over the last few years with many of the celebrities that have gone to Ghana to not just for the year of abode, but many African Americans are starting to invest and purchase land and build buildings and things, homes and buildings, construction projects there. And so, yeah, we definitely want to keep in touch with you, brother, to continue to work with you, combine our efforts to raise money. We also work with orphanages that and disenfranchised women and people in various regions of Africa. So if you know any of those types of institutions that could use donations and support, or perhaps if you're working on any type of drive to support any of the disenfranchised African communities, we certainly would like to partner up with you on that. So thank you, brother.
Let's talk about that. How would you partner up?
Well, for the most part of it, we do a campaign to raise funds as well as donations here in the U.S. We partner up with many of the organizations like the New Black Panther organization. We also work with the Nation of Islam and many of the grassroots organizations that are based here in the United States to help raise awareness about some of these types of programs. So yeah, I can share that a little bit more, that information with you offline, but definitely would like to partner up with you to see what we can do to assist you with your efforts as well.
Absolutely. We'll talk offline, but so basically there's a project I'm working on in both Sierra Leone. There's a school that I sponsor called the Chuck Brammer School. And what we want to do, we want to build a computer lab for them. So I'm raising money right now for the structure. So we've raised over $1,000. It's going to cost $5,000 to build the structure. So I'm about $4,000 off. So I'm raising that through my nonprofit, the Africa Personified Foundation. So we'll definitely need your assistance on that.
That's what's up, brother. We look forward to working with you on a project such as that.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, you said something about Lebanon in Liberia, right? And I want, because here in Ethiopia, we don't actually have Lebanons. We have a lot of Chinese, maybe the Chinese will be possibly most of them foreigners or who are not African. But in Tanzania, we have Indians, we have Arabs, we have Chinese, and Kenya too. They learn everything. And when it comes to the money that our countries owns China, Ethiopia is the second one. The first one is in Angola, and then the second one is Ethiopia. We've a lot of billions. I think it's around maybe 14 billions, if I'm not mistaken. So what do you think we will be able to pay those money off as Africans in general, or they're going to take our Africa?
I don't, so are you saying are the non-Africans trying to control Africa, or just they're just
they are buying Africa. They are buying the land. They're buying everything. We own them money and they're buying everything. So
Well, it
what
depends on the countries, you know. So there's a reason. So in Liberia, there's a Negro clause, meaning that in order for you to own land, you have to be a Negro. Some will say that's racist, but it's not, because the founding fathers of Liberia were Black Americans who were freed, who came over and settled in Liberia. So they saw how white people operated in America, and they would be damned to come to Africa and they do the same thing. Same thing with Sierra Leone. I believe there's a Negro clause in Sierra Leone as well. So, you know, there's reasons why countries like Tanzania and other countries like Kenya as well, why they don't offer freehold real estate, meaning they do at least only, and then depending on if you're a foreigner or a citizen, they only do it for a period amount of time. So if you're, for example, I think like in Ghana, if you're a foreigner, I think you only can lease for like 40 years, versus if you're a citizen, it's 99, and in some cases you get freehold. The only countries that truly allow freehold is like South Africa, Namibia, and the Francophone, the CEFA countries in Africa, where you can own outright. So I just think just making sure that these policies are, again, enforced is important. But I think that's a way to curb down on that. And I'm surprised in like Ethiopia, can foreigners own land?
Huh?
In Ethiopia, can foreigners own land?
No. The Chinese, they loan Ethiopia a lot of money. It's not
Right.
they bought the
Okay,
land.
loan.
No, in
Okay,
Ethiopia,
okay.
you can't buy land if you are foreigner. No, you're not.
Okay, but there's a reason for that, and you know, I understand why. So
Yeah, so in Ethiopia, no, in order to own land, not only you have to be Ethiopian. First of all, there is no way, even if you are Black or people of African, if you're not Ethiopian, you cannot buy your own land. You cannot even own money, by the way. This country is a little complicated compared to other countries. In
right.
Ethiopia, you cannot even own money at all.
Wow. Yeah. So
Mr. Prince, do you have family in the U.S.?
that who?
Family? Do you have family?
Yeah. I have a son. You know, my family's here. Yeah, they're here in America.
Okay. So because the reason why I ask that is because it is more difficult for you to travel to Liberia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and so on, if you have family that you need to take care of. But yeah, you doing very good.
Well, yeah, I take care of them. So you know.
Yeah. Now, in the closing, as Brother Eugene, he mentioned it. When we started New Africa Network, it was actually to almost getting our fellow Africans to know about, getting our fellow African American most of the time to know about Africa. That's all agenda, but also networking, knowing who is doing what. Like you talked about one of the countries in Europe you mentioned, where there is a lot of African people, people of descendant of Africa. I don't know about. So we doing what we call maybe connection. We're connecting people with each other. So is that okay for you to join our WhatsApp group where we actually connecting people?
Yeah, that's fine. Am I not a part of it? Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. I think I might be a part of it, but that's fine.
Oh, somebody put you there already?
Well, I'm not sure, but
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did. I put Brother Dinus should be tied into the New Africa Network. I think he was put under there some years ago. If not, definitely I can get him posted in. That's
okay. I think I'm part of it. I might be. I'm not sure.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So that is pretty much a lot of questions I have for you. I'm hoping to see you in Ethiopia. Sometimes maybe anytime you get a chance, please stop by here. You can see what's going on here too. As I told you, I'm advocating and teaching and pushing Swahili for Ethiopia. When Ethiopia is complete, we will move to Nigeria. Those are our two major countries because more population the country have, it is more Swahili language will grow. And once we can have our own one African common language or one African unified language, I believe our unity we've been looking for and the economic development or empowerment will be easy to access. For me, that's why I believe. because even as you say, like Kenya, for instance, when it comes to economy, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, they are in East Africa community. And sometimes, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, they decided to have one visa for those countries. But Tanzania was like, no, I'm not part of that. So they only have a visa for 3 countries: Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya. Why? Because Tanzania was like, they don't see interest in the visa system. So there is still, even though we talk about the union, we talk about improving African economy, still we have the country is still a problem. Because if something does not go towards the interest of one country, the country has the right to not actually be part of it. So in other words, I believe that we need to unite more than actually having countries trying to integrate one country to another. I think it is better that we unite. What do you think about that? Your microphone is off.
Yeah, I think a one African passport. You know, they're working on that African Union passport. Will help in uniting the different the countries, uniting the continent. So, you know, hopefully they roll that out soon. We'll see where that goes. They've been talking about that for the last couple of years. So, you know, we'll see where it goes.
Very good. Yeah, thank you so much. If there is no one have a question, I'm gonna end our panel discussion. We are in air every Saturday at 9 in the morning. We used to be 6 p.m. in the US, but because I moved to here, so we are in air every 9 in the morning. I'm at Ethiopia now. Very soon I'm coming to Nigeria. I really love those Nigerian clothes, but also the, from the clothing you were talking about. You know, Ethiopia is the home of most of African dress or clothing. So if you need any connection, I have a lot of connection with Ethiopian fabrics here. And also there is one sister, her name is Kidne. She's in Nigeria. She was in New York. She's the one who made clothes for Rupita. I don't know if you ever see, there is one clothes Rupita she have on.
The
she's the one who made. Yeah. So if you want me to connect you with her, you let me know. I can definitely have her contact. I can connect you with her.
Okay, sounds good.
That's what's up. Well, Brother Amir, we thank you for coming on the New African Network platform this morning. And we know that you are busy, a very busy man, and we'll allow you to get on to your days, to a grand rising to you, and hopefully have a great rest of your weekend. We hope to have you back on the show another time real soon.
Absolutely.
And we'll be getting together so we can coordinate some things with you on the nonprofit side of things. Nonprofit and profit, that's what we're about. So definitely want to keep you connected. Okay, thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in to the New African Network. This has been an extraordinary show with Brother Dinas Amir, and we definitely want to give a big shout out to some of our co-sponsors, the New Africa Network Television, with Brother Amani Jean Paul, Sister Mundet Kathari. We have Brother Raza Lula and Brother Jerome Matthias, and also Brother OP, who has been working very hard to bring news and information to our brothers and sisters throughout the African diaspora. We also want to get a big up to Sister Chirimbera Kwa, Dr. Chirimbera Kwa, of the former ambassador of the African Union. She is now over the organization Afro Diaspora Development Institute out of Washington, D.C. And for those of you who are interested in learning a little bit more about the jumpstart of the African Industrial Revolution, certainly our ADDI.org is the place to go. And so I'll leave the last few words with our brother Amani. Also, big shout out to ETC Logistics, your one-stop shop network for international trade and logistics. And viewers like you have been tuning in each and every week to be a part of our broadcast. So I'll leave this back to Brother Amani. Brother Amani, I'll leave the mic back to you, and any other any questions that our viewers and listeners may have. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I think I don't think we have any question left, but we do appreciate really sincerely from our special guests. I actually was looking forward to have him on interview for many times. And I didn't know you have his contact. I think I even sent him a couple message on Facebook.
Yeah, brother. We've been kind of going
and,
back and forth for a little bit of time, and I told him I wanted to get you guys hooked up and have him on our program to share a little information about him. This gentleman, I mean, he's very educated in what he does. He also is a children's author. He writes a lot of children's books as well. Getting children acclimated about themselves as being African and as well as the continent of Africa. So we certainly appreciate that. I wanted to dialogue with him a little bit more about his books that he has written. But you can also Google Brother Prince Dinas Amir, Amir, and you can see some of the books that he's actually published. And so a big shout out and a big up to him on that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, those books, maybe we need to look how we can translate them to Swahili to get a more audience who can watch his book, or who can read his books, or even local languages here in Ethiopia as well. Yeah, thank you.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, so that being said, this concludes our meeting for today. And the word for today, as you know, we always learn one word in Swahili every day. We have meeting. The word for today is kwaheri. Kwaheri means I will see you, or in blessing, I will see you. Kwaheri. So that's how you say when you mean
Kwaheri.
to say goodbye. Yeah, kwaheri. So kwaheri everyone. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Mr. Brother Amir, thank you so much for coming in. I wish you a nice weekend. Kwaheri.
One love.
One love. Ciao.
One love.